nation continues to grapple with the grim reality of the food crisis plaguing the country. Vice President Shettima on Tuesday said that the federal government has uncovered 32 routes used to smuggle food to neighboring countries, causing food price hike and shortage. Shettima made the comment during a conference on public wealth management in Abuja, adding that there are forces that are hell-bent on plunging the country into a state of anarchy.
Just 3 nights ago, 43 trucks of maize, 45, not even 43, were caught being transported to a neighboring country. Just in that Ilela Act, there are 32 illegal smuggling routes. And the moment those foodstuffs were intercepted, the price of maize fell by 10,000 naira. It came down from 60,000 to 50,000. And the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security is here. So there are forces that are helping on undermining our nation. But this is the time for us to coalesce into a single force. Rally around our president, rally around our government, rally around each other. We have the resources, we have the intellect, we have the capacity to turn the corner. And Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you, not as the Vice President, I'm talking to you as a fellow Nigerian. I'm assuring you that we have crossed the Rubicon. We are on a path to improved economic performance. But let's unite. What binds us together surpasses whatever that divides us. Politics come and goes. The highest any president can say in office is 8 years. Whether we like it or not, we spend more years of our lives outside power than in power. I was alluding to the fact that 4 years ago I was out of power, and anytime I get a call from Mr. Tony Eliminate, it used to lift my spirit. And very soon, whether I like it or not, the changing fortunes of time will make me to step aside. So are we going to destroy this country?
All right, Dr. Abati Rufai Ayo. You know that this video generated a lot of reactions because obviously a lot of Nigerians have been saying that, the APC, all they do is give excuses. Now it is the, the smugglers that are causing the hikes in food price. I mean, I don't understand. But let me take a comment. This person says, thank you for the information, Mr. VP. Where are the names of the truck owners? Where is the video of these arrested trucks? From where did the trucks originate? When will you, APC, move beyond stories to excuses to save Nigerians? We are aware that criminals and saboteurs exist in Nigeria. However, we also recall that your campaign promised to tackle these issues head-on with your master strategist, Tinubu, who is acclaimed for assembling the best minds. Please stop deepening the hopelessness among Nigerians with your excuses. Renew their hope, aligning with your campaign mantras. Well, in the meantime, Dr. Abati Rufai Ayo, a video showing a food truck being looted after an apparent accident, reportedly in Katsina State, has made the rounds on social media. The video captured the desperation among the residents in the area as they struggled to get their hands on the food items.
Kun ga yadda ake ta kwasan kayan na ake ta kokowa maza da mata. Gahi nan kowa gudu yake da kaya yadda yake so, kun gani? Kun ga yadda abun yake? Kun gani? Kun ga yadda abun yake ta tafiya go? Maza da mata kowa diba yake sarran shi ana guje-guje. Kun gani? To ba ka da daman ka ce za ka ta dama ne. Yan sandan masu rasa yadda za su yi da su wallahi. Ka gani? Wala haka dai abin da ya samu kawai shi kenan, al'amarin nan sai dai mai fatan alkhairi kawai. Allah dai rufa mana asiri. A nan kaya abin da aka samu.
We've seen in this same country people fighting over bread on the streets of Lagos. We have seen in this same country people fighting over tubers of yam in this same Lagos. Tubers of yam donated by a public-minded religious leader. And now in Katsina, a truck, an accident. You would think that ordinarily people who have empathy, the first thing they would try to do would be to help the people involved in the accident. But there's so much hunger in this land that, the instinct of the villagers in that video was to loot the food items. So if a bag of rice is about 70,000 naira, if a bag of maize is about 50,000-60,000 naira, what do you expect? There's desperation in the land. Which then takes us back to the point made by the Vice President. He was speaking at the Public Wealth Management Conference organized by Ministry of Finance Incorporated yesterday. And he made a point that smuggling is part of the problem that we face. Nigeria cannot even feed itself. But we provide food for as far as Central Africa. People loot because our borders are porous. He cited the example of the Ilela axis in Sokoto State. Now, 32, trucks, 32 points along that border alone. And the same story, I guess, is the same all over the country. But the challenge here is that government has to play its part. What is customs doing? Why are the borders porous? Why is smuggling allowed? It's not just maize that is smuggled. Petrol is smuggled. Cement is smuggled. So it's for government to wake up to its responsibility. I guess that's the point that those who responded are making. However, the key point made by the Vice President is that, one, we all need to come together. Each person must play his or her own part in terms of what you can do to help the country, and that the country has the resources. And he made the point before his audience that he was not speaking as Vice President. He was speaking as a fellow citizen, as a Nigerian, calling on other people to say, to rescue the situation, there may be hardship. All of us have to come together, including those smugglers. But those smugglers must be identified and sanctioned because it's an act of criminality. And then he talked about people who are trying to cause anarchy in this country. I mentioned that he complained about people who are seeking visas to go to Venezuela or turn Nigeria into Venezuela, or people who want to turn Nigeria into Lebanon. If there are such saboteurs in this community, I say it's innuendo. He didn't want to name them. But we know the people who have been fantasizing about Nigeria becoming Venezuela. If there's anybody seeking to cause anarchy here, those people should be identified.
Yeah, so for me, yes, some things the Vice President said was okay, but a lot of things were not okay. If they want a collaborative effort to solve the problem, they too should be ready to listen to criticism. And that's why I said it was very cheeky. You are saying you are talking as a citizen, not as a Vice President. You are trying to be statesmanly and you are playing politics. The PDP was right for talking about Venezuela. The PDP was 100% right. We are already headed to the road of Venezuela. And when the PDP points out in their submission and puts forward veritable ideas, don't discountenance it, but this thing the Vice President has said, I'm condemning it because now you're playing politics in the situation. So people are suffering with hunger. You still have the mass of and people are calling Venezuela and all of that, and you're trying to talk like a statesman. So the Vice President is doing double speak as far as I'm concerned. People should be allowed to provide solutions, even if they say it in a very harsh form. Like Nigeria is fast heading the way of Venezuela, we should be allowed to make input. And it's not today we've been having smuggling in Nigeria. They should stop blaming smuggling for the problem. The problem is high inflation, a massive level of scarcity because of legacy problem. We are not even providing enough in the first place. It's not today they've been taking things out. Yes, we must solve the problem of smuggling, the connivance of officials and things like that. We must try to bring a stop to it. But it's not smuggling, that is causing this problem that is happening. Nigeria has a viable grain market. We don't have enough supply. And even the supply we have, there's no money to be able to buy it. Nigeria has had a viable grain market. That grain market in Kano has been there for decades. And that grain market serves across the West African belt. So people should stop talking smuggling. We have not provided enough. To this year, for the 4 major grains, Nigeria is set to consume about 12 million metric tons of those. We can't provide enough. All the money they put for rice pyramid and everything, we didn't see the paddy today. Today, paddy is very difficult to get. Look at the Lagos rice mill in Imota. They're not churning out rice because there's paddy problem. So let's not blame anything. And the Vice President should stick to what he said. Audrey, fire down, my sister.
All right. All right, Rufai, you're absolutely right. We cannot be blaming smuggling for this problem that we are facing right now in Nigeria. Like Dr. Abati said, and a lot of users on social media have said, we need to identify these culprits as well.